But I think it's different when you think of first world and third world countries. Like, do our problems, because we complain about a lot of stuff that third world countries
Yeah.
are like, I wish I had an inch of what you had.
Exactly. But I still
So-
think it's different issues, though in that case, the mortality rates in those countries are much higher.
Mhm.
I do think I would rather be in these issues. But at the same time, those countries don't have to worry about, I don't know, polarization of the media turning your own countrymen against you, or
Mhm.
who knows what other random stuff we have to deal with every day. High, super strange tax system. Like, oh no, I've moved up in the tax bracket, so I have to pay 9 times as much as everybody else.
Oh my God.
I'm not looking forward to that. And there's no way around it. Would I rather be destitute? No.
But I don't think there's a problem with it either. I think
Being destitute?
no, I'm talking about I was not talking about that. But being in a third world country,
Oh.
I don't think there's a problem with that either. I think we look down on them, but I don't think we should, because there's different things that you take away from being lesser than that
Okay.
you don't have when you're more than.
I guess that's what all of humanity has done, though. We show up to some random place and we're like, these savages. Like, even different tribes in Africa that were better equipped than other tribes in Africa. Like, we're going to fight you and absorb you into our clan. You don't even know they were just more powerful. Or we showed up here and the Native Americans were still using bows and arrows. And we're like, we have guns and cannons.
Yeah.
I don't know how we got on this, but still, like, I doubt they were thinking of, but you know what? Their struggles are probably about as bad as ours. Nah, they were like, you know what? This is our land now.
Well, I mean, I think that's different though than the like topic of it, because
I'm just saying things out loud.
no, I know. I do the same. But I think it's different because I feel that those come from a need and a want from a selfish reasoning, or not even selfish, but just a necessity, right? Because if we're a first, what's really, besides like friend treaties and all this stuff, what's really stopping a first world country to go take over a third world country, right?
Just the agreement we
Yeah.
made after World War II.
But if you think of it as, we talked about empathy, if you think about it as a moral sense, that every life is how do you say,
Sacred.
does it really matter?
In that case, because I get what you're saying, but some people, especially back in the day, would take it as a moral obligation to bring civilization to those savage countries. That's why they send out the Jesuits and got people introduced to God. Like, oh, you still think the trees are doing stuff for you. It's God. And then they bring them like technology and stuff like that. So they think there's a moral imperative to bring them up to our level or their level at the time.
Which I think is a necessity, though.
Oh, there's-
Even when you think about like religion, if you think about like resources, I feel like we all did it. It's how we went from the Stone Age to the age that we're in now. It's just
Yeah.
about growth.
Yeah. Whether you force that growth upon others, though. Like, that's
Is
what
that a
Rome
problem?
essentially did. And
What,
they are
Rome?
heralded as the greatest civilization ever.
Is that a problem, though?
I don't know. Today, we have decided it is, but only after finding the entire world and then marking our territory and it not changing.
Right. But see, this is what gets me. And this is, I think we had this conversation a
Yeah.
few while back, but why is it that we get to a point in life where we set these rules and limitations that just cease to continue what we've done? I think we talked about a little bit with Manifest Destiny, but if we are on a path of growth and we're on a path of doing something, why do we just stop?